Hello everybody, welcome back. I apologize for ending the last episode so abruptly again. Something came up and I had to head off. But anyways, nothing happened between now and last episode. So we can continue where we left off. Which was ending the week. And now we actually have quite a lot of money. And we could buy an upgraded Portal of Glory, but I think we'll want to wait on that. First things first is sharpshooters, just in case. And let's see. So we'll want griffins, marksmen, zealots, angels, champions, and that's all we have money for. But since it doesn't look like we'll be building any more buildings for some time, we can sell and go and try to take care of a pack of black dragons. Okay, well, there will definitely be casualties, but this should be pretty easy. All we need to do is cast Bless, free up our zealots. Yeah, 666 damage. It's pretty funny. Alright. Yep, that was much easier than I thought it would be. Ooh, and the Necklace of Dragon Teeth increases your knowledge and power by 3. Awesome. Okay, I guess Valita can just go about. And they finally moved. Okay. Well, that was exciting. Let's see, what do we want here? Take these guys. Oops. And split the sharpshooters up. We need to have that be done. And Tarnum can go here as well. Oh, a few rust dragons, so they don't have the army to deal with that, but it's 3. It's actually quite a lot. Definitely explains why they haven't made their way here yet. And I think we'll actually take this time to head back. Oop. Can't move because Tarnum's in the way. Instead of playing chess with Aspen again, I summoned Valita to my tent. I pointed to the board and said, "Care for a game?" "Sure," she said, sitting. Later, when there were far fewer pieces on the board, she looked up from her most recent move and asked, "What did you do, Tarnum? What are you ashamed about?" I had promised to tell her, but I couldn't really explain where I came from and why. Why I, a human, was immortal. To put it simply, I killed many, many people. I believed I was right, and that anything I did in the name of my goal was right as well. "Innocents died?" she asked hesitantly. "More than I care to think about," I said, "including one of my own sisters." "Your sister? How do you live with yourself?" I don't think Valita meant for her question to sound so harsh, but her words still bit deep into my soul. "I have hoped that someday I can make things right again," I said. Valita sat in silence for some time, and then she stood and placed a comforting hand on my shoulder. I realized that not only do I understand her pain, but now there was someone who understood mine. I felt good, and I didn't want her to take that hand away. But she did. She dropped it slowly to her side and left the tent without another word. I looked down at the chessboard. Only then did I notice Valita had me in checkmate. So, that's interesting. Looks like they have something in common. And maybe they'll have even more in common. Just have to wait and find out, it seems. Let's see, that's 2 green dragons. Yeah, I think we'll just actually have Tarnum head back to the town again. Actually, he can visit this, as can Valita. But we'll have to wait till next turn to buy the ballista. And once again, they are not moving because I don't think they have the army to do so. So it's a bit boring to watch, but it's the only thing we can really do for now. I could easily take care of the rest dragons, but I just want to make sure and make it as easy as possible. Aspen entered the camp this morning with a battered harpy held by a pair of his scouts. You wanted proof, Aspen said. Here it is. I looked at the harpy, then back at Aspen. The elf held a rolled up piece of parchment. We found this on the harpy. What does it say? I asked. I don't know yet. It's some kind of odd code, but codes are like puzzles to me. And I'm the best at solving puzzles in all of Avley. Then Aspen turned to the harpy and slapped her hard across the face. Tell him what you told me, the elf demanded. The harpy said, I pick up the note is all I do. I fly in at night, pick up the note from an arrow in the top of the tree, and take it back to my master. That's all I do. I carry things. And the arrow? What did it look like? An elven arrow, with black and green feathers, the harpy said immediately. I clenched my fist because I immediately knew what color those arrows meant. Those were the colors Valita used on her arrows. I glared at the scouts and said, Take the harpy to my tent. I will interrogate her myself. Then to Aspen, I said, Break the code. I want to know what's in the note. Ooh. Well, I really hope, or I'm very curious to see what comes of this. I still personally don't believe that Valita's the spy, but anything is possible. Let's see, do I want... Archangels would be nice, but 20,000 is a lot of gold, and I'd much rather save my gold for other things, so we could just end. Oh, it's not silver Pegasi, that would have been very nice, but that's okay, I guess. Okay, Valita. Get all her units. And then Tarnum can get his units, or whatever is important at least. Tarnum can wait one more turn, I think. Valita, on the other hand, can go launch an assault on the enemy. Okay. Perhaps talking to Kerban wasn't the wisest move considering how close he was to Valita, but he was the only other person I knew who didn't believe that Valita was the spy. Does anyone else use black and green fletching on their arrows? I asked the dwarf. No, he said. All the bowmen use green upon orders of from the Elf King. Only commanders are allowed their own colors. Then Kerban realized what colors I was asking about. This is about Valita, isn't it? What's wrong? He asked. Aspen thinks he's finally uncovered his spy, I said. I left, knowing already that I'd said too much. If Valita was the spy, she would soon find out that Aspen was close to proving it, but I didn't care. When I got back to my tent, however, I noticed the chessboard sitting on my strategy table. I had scheduled a game with Aspen, but it didn't feel much like playing anymore. Then I got to thinking about the strategies I had been using, about the one Valita had been teaching me, and even about some of the ones I've learned from Aspen. And then I realized that I hadn't been considering all the pieces in the spy game I had been dragged into. Well, is Tarnum gonna go on his own little investigation too? Figure out who the spy is, because I've had my own suspicions for some time, but I won't say who I think it is just yet. Okay, well, I think this is a good enough army for Tarnum as well. Okay, let's go. Attack these guys. Ouch, that did a lot of damage. Gonna resurrect them because the marksmen are very important. Okay, and here we go. Let's take this as well. Crystal Cave, but they don't have it. Ooh, there we go. So they also have a dungeon. And Zydar, is he their strongest or is Damacon? Ah, Damacon is. Okay, well, let us take this town. Okay, we'll want to cast Meteor Shower right here. And hopefully we can destroy the gate. And we did. Oh, very nice. Let's see. Okay. Well, we could send the angels in and hope that they draw the attention of everyone. Ouch. Well, they're doing their job, which is good. It looks like we'll be resurrecting many a marksman. Oh, we can just resurrect them, because I know we're not going to be losing any more troops. At least we shouldn't be. Okay. As you near the mana vortex, your body is filled with new energy. You have doubled your normal spell points, and she has 560 at her disposal. Very nice. And we can just end our turn. And have Tarnum come on through. And let's visit this Pillar of Flame. Lots of black dragons and lots of black dragons. Okay. And I think we can just cast Prayer. I think all of our units can reach, but not like it matters. We can take care of the ballista though. So let's do that. Okay. Another hero down. 29 to 30, 27. He's 1, and Sorsha is 22. Okay, Valita can just go take this town as well and vanquish the enemy for us. Wow, they can move quite fast actually. Hopefully we can get the gate again, like last time. No, not as luck. Ooh. And there go our marksmen. We can wait and have them come to us. Bit of an overkill. I think we'll just have the Crusaders take the... Ouch, yeah. Good old Ifrit Sultans. Oh, how kind of them to open the gate for us. Oh, our poor marksman. Always the victims of bullying, but not to worry. There we go. Okay, the enemy is vanquished. Which means all we need to do now is... Oh, she can get Chain Lightning as well. Very nice. Which means all we need to do is... get the Faerie Dragons. Okay, we need both border guards, but lots of black dragons is actually going to be a little more difficult to deal with. Well, nah. Let's see how many there are. 21, and it's only 21. Okay. So it barely makes the cutoff of lots. So all we need to do is... Really? Let's cast Prayer. And problem should be... all of our problems should be solved. So... actually, I think we'll cast Bless over Prayer. So now we can deal maximum damage. Okay, easy. And Volita can go explore down there. Tarnum can attack these guys. We can buy an artifact merchant, see what's being offered. Yeah, let's just build resource silos in each town. If they don't already have them. And these two do, so... no need to build anything else. Okay. Oh, my poor ammo cart and ballista. Oh, that's annoying. As is that. Okay, well, hopefully these dwarves can. And grab this. And see what's through here. Oops. Other than resources, it seems like we have all the other requirements for a Dragon Cliff. Let's see. Purple portal one-way entrance. Do I know where that leads? We'll have to assume somewhere over here, then. And Sorsha can actually be of use to us now. She can just go into the seas and explore. Grab the shipyard. And actually we can have Kier over here grab these guys. Let's see. Oh, okay, so a few Faerie Dragons. Okay. Let's see what's up with them. The trees part to reveal an open field on which flit thousands of monarch butterflies. You stop as the butterflies dance around excitedly, emerging into a dark gold cloud that becomes a Faerie Dragon. And Faerie Dragons, here we go. 20 attack, 20 defense, 20 to 30 damage, 500 health, and 15 speed. They can fly, they use spells, and it is protected by a magic mirror. So, as you just saw, she casted a fireball, and that is their primary method of attack. In terms of hand-to-hand, they're not very good, beaten by a lot of just normal level 7 creatures like an angel here. So, in numbers, their spells can do quite a lot of damage, and can't cast any spells on them, so for demonstration purposes, you'll see. Oh, I guess Magic Mirror doesn't work against Magic Arrow, or it's only a chance of deflecting. Do we have Magic Mirror? We do not. At least not on Volita. Yes. And we can flag this dwelling. Does Tarnum have Magic Mirror? I don't think he does. No, none of our heroes have Magic Mirror. Well, I guess I was wrong about how it works. I thought it was a guaranteed deflection, but I guess not. Okay, we're just gonna save up resources and money. Grab this and this. Much to your dismay, the magic force is guarded by a few Faerie Dragons. Yes. Oh, 300. Yeah, see, that's quite a lot of damage. And they cost 10,000 gold and 8 gems. We're a little lacking on gems right now, so we won't bother to recruit any, but just flag these dwellings so that when we do have the resources, we can just come and recruit them. Okay, and Sorsha can explore the water for us. Okay, one-way orange. Oops, that's not what I want to click. And that probably leads to this one. Okay. Not again what I want to click. Okay. I was sitting alone in my tent when Volita entered. You wanted to talk, she said. Yes. I said, holding up 2 sheets of parchment. Do you know what these are? Volita shook her head. One is a note detailing the strength and weaknesses of my army. It's coded, unreadable, and according to Aspen, very difficult to break. And the other paper? Asked Volita. A translation, completed this morning by Aspen, although no one knows yet that he has broken the code. I stood up and approached Volita, handing her the note. She looked at them briefly, then back to me. Do you believe I am a spy? She asked softly. I could tell by her expression that she already knew suspicion had been cast her way. But I leaned forward and placed my lips on hers, finding them thin but extremely soft and warm. She didn't pull away as the part of me that didn't want to be hurt in hope. Instead, she kissed me back and placed a hand on my hip. She asked again, do you think I am a spy? No, I wouldn't kiss a spy, I said. I think I've been watching the queen while my enemy sneaks his bishop in for checkmate. What? Volita asked. But I didn't want to explain right now. I kissed her again. Ooh, Tarnum, you dog. Well, things just got even more interesting. That's not very nice. Okay, I'm curious. Use it again. Oh, I guess they're just Immune to? Not immune? Okay, I don't know. Whatever. A sudden cloudburst sends you and your troops running for cover. The rain comes down in a torrent and lightning strikes dangerously close. Normally, you wouldn't stand beneath a tree during such a storm, but in this thick forest you don't have much choice. Then, a huge purple bolt strikes an ancient oak, splitting it in a blast of fire and smoke. When you pick yourself up from the ground, you see 8 Faerie Dragons springing forth from the broken tree. Ooh, this is gonna leave a mark. Ouch. Well, time for some prayer. And we have to go on offensive to deal with these Faerie Dragons. Ooh, so close. Well, we can at least kill one. Let's see, 180, so we'll do this, and do this. Okay, Valita can head back and resupply her army. Do this. Yeah, sure, why not? These 2 castles I'm not so interested in. And just head back here. This tree of knowledge, see what's lurking around. Yes. Except we do not have the resources to upgrade. I think we need a total of 14 gems. Though I should be saving my gems for the Faerie Dragons, obviously. But a few Archangels never hurt. I think they are... yeah, they're faster, so we get the first move against them. Which will be of big help. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I want to spread our units out as much as possible. We'll have to send Valita here and Tarnum here, so they can both... As with Sorsha. A whirlpool engulfs your ship, some of your army has fallen overboard, but since we only have 1 unit, nothing happens. As you ride through the dark woods, you realize that no one has explored this land in centuries. Even the animals don't fear predators. For example, several deer step from the tree line and approach. They're close enough that you can see their sparkling yellow eyes. Too late. You realize these aren't deer after all. They magically transform before your eyes, becoming Faerie Dragons. Fancy. I sort of wish that they could have a... That's not what I meant to do. Have a transforming ability in combat. They could just transform into whatever I want. But I guess their spell casting is pretty good. And my poor centaurs. Yeah, they only did 16 damage to my silver pegasi, so you can really see just how weak they are when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. I think we'll just start combat. And of course the one time I don't really bother to spread, a chain lightning happens. No. Centaurs I don't really care about, it's more the sharpshooters, just because they make things a lot easier to deal with. Aspen rode into the camp with his hand held high. Another note. As I came up next to him, the elf said, "Here's proof you can't deny." I took the letter. It was in code, but Aspen had already made notes in the margin. I read them quickly. "This isn't from the spy," I said. "No, it's to the spy." Aspen said with a big, gloating grin. He looked directly at Velita, who was standing next to me. Many of the other soldiers were already gathering around us. "You've translated it so quickly," I said. "Yes, I know the code by heart," Aspen said. "Mutari will have no more secrets." "And who's the spy?" "It's..." The arrow nicked my shoulder on its way into Aspen's chest. The elf's face suddenly went as white as snow. His knees buckled, but Velita caught him before he hit the ground. I turned, shouted orders for the assassin to be found. Then I looked back at Velita. There were tears on her cheek. "I can't believe it's really him," she said. "You were right." Well, thanks for playing the pronoun game. My assumption was not right then. I was thinking maybe Aspen was double-crossing us and really want to pin it on someone else and try to frame Velita, but I guess it's someone else. Hopefully we... Okay, I guess our necklace given our garniture of interference protected our sharpshooters there, which is nice. But anyways, I really wonder who the spy could be. Hopefully we find out soon. I approached the dirty soldier, knowing immediately that he had bad news. "He got away, sir," the soldier said. "Slipped into a tunnel and we lost him. Kurban. I like the dwarf. A lot." Ooh. That's interesting. Did not expect that at all. But as Master of Supplies, he was privy to every move I made, as well as the movements of the Elf King's troops as well. Where the supplies went, so did the troops. Sometimes, he knew what was going on before I did. And Kurban was the one who gave Velita the black and green feathers for her arrows. He was also, I later learned, the one who taught her how to shoot. So, he was an expert marksman capable of firing a message arrow into any branch he wished. Thanks to Velita, Kurban learned what no one else in the camp knew, that Aspen had broken Mutari's code. In the elf's usual arrogance, he kept that secret to himself, so Kurban had to kill Aspen before he fled camp in order to protect his master's secret. Now Kurban was gone, and Aspen was near death. Well, I was not expecting Kurban one bit. I actually liked him, just like Tarnum, and he broke my heart. Well, now we know, and 2-2, okay. All we need to do is get their 8 gems apiece, so we just need to get quite a lot of gems. We need a total of 12? Yes, so we need 96 gems. No point in going back to resupply, so what we can do is trade all of our spare resources over. Velita, she can also just head back to where she was, actually. Do need Tarnum to visit here, and Velita here, so... The treetop shuffle as a pack of sharpshooters draw their bows. They are sworn to protect the forest of the Faerie Dragons, and unfortunately, they decide to shoot before they ask questions. Okay. Well, I'll just use chain lightning. I know we'll lose a little bit of our own units, but that's fine. Okay, head back this town portal back. Take these guys, take any units that are relevant to our army. Like this, and no, it's not needed obviously, but just to have. Ooh, gems and gold. It's okay, I guess. Wearing this renders your units immune to death ripple. Alright, well, nothing we really need to worry about. No necromancers here. And it'd be stupid of the enemy to use it against themselves. Okay, Tarnum to grab the star axis. Sorsha can also grab any and all power-ups available to her. We'll take power. Take this tree of knowledge, and Valita can start recruiting. Ah, 10 gems, that's a bit of a pain that we... Oop, that's not what I meant to click, but okay. But now we need to trade for gems. And nothing else. She has 6, so now she can head on back. I know, we don't need... Okay. She can also head back, and... Really needs to go through here. And trade with Tarnum. Could take the Faerie Dragons for himself, and Lolita can just camp here. Sorsha. So visited. No power-ups there. Got this. And I believe she's got all the power-ups available to her. Yep, okay. So all we need to do now is continue trading for gems. Do want Sorsha to level up. Okay, so they are 10,000 gold. We need 5 more. What is... Okay, so... Need 40 gems in total. Can at least do this. This is... starting to become a bit of a pain, but... Okay, everybody can camp. Oh, actually... Oh, perfect. Gems and crystal. I think if we wait one more turn, okay, and we should be able to win off this. Trade again. 36. There we go. Congratulations, you have over 12 Faerie Dragons in your armies. Your enemy has no choice but to bow down before your power. Okay. And this will be this. Okay, that was the 6th scenario, Dragons of Gossamer Wings for Clash of the Dragons. Next time we will start on the 7th one, Dragons of Deepest Blue. Until then, thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye.